Guan Yeoh is a professor at the School of Mechanical and Manufacturing Engineering at the University of New South Wales and a fire safety expert. So the cause of the blaze is still being investigated, but police have named mesh and plastic sheeting as materials of concern and styrofoam. Have you got any perspective on that from what you've seen of the blazes so far?
So the mesh sheeting and styrofoam, they are basically plastics, right, which can easily burn. So you don't need a lot of you do not need a lot of fire to actually ignite these materials. These materials are highly flammable, and it just adds to the fire spread that we've seen in the images that you have shown just a while ago.
Yeah. And you've already mentioned the bamboo scaffolding. It's seen by many as a bit of an iconic part of the Hong Kong landscape. These buildings were covered in it because they were undergoing renovations. What do you think of bamboo as a scaffolding material?
Bamboo scaffolding is just like any plant materials. They are also highly flammable. So with the combination of the bamboos and the plastic sheeting and the styrofoam, you're just waiting for a disaster to happen, if they do get light up.
Are you surprised, taking that into account, are you surprised that these 7 towers with so many people in them were wrapped with this flammable material?
I am really surprised. And I was just thinking is that even such practice, should not even be occurring now, because we know the high risk of these flammable materials. And if they do get light up, they can really spread like wildfire, just like bushfires in Australia. And to make matters worse, if this scaffolding and the materials burn, and because of the close proximity of these buildings next to each other, any wind-assisted fires will just affect the surrounding buildings as well. So in a way that I was really disheartening, as I mentioned before, I was really shocked as well, of such fire that could happen in Hong Kong.
As I understand it, there was a push to slowly phase out bamboo scaffolding in Hong Kong. Do you know anything about that? And do you expect now that it will be banned pretty quickly?
In my opinion, I believe they should be banned, because such tragedies do really instill a change in the regulations, and instill a way forward to actually ban this scaffolding to more alternative, perhaps metal scaffolding, which is safer to be used, in future construction.
Can you see similarities between this disaster and the Grenfell Tower fire back in London in 2017?
I do see a lot of similarities. So, for example, the bamboo scaffolding that is erected is rather similar to the cladding that was on the Grenfell Tower. So once you get the scaffolding to be ignited, let's say from the ground, it can easily spread upwards. But what is more hazardous in a way that you see multiple of these bamboo scaffold in other buildings as well. So you do not need a lot of fire to actually ignite the surrounding scaffolding as well. And that's how the disaster, evolved and to this situation.
Yeah, and are you surprised that those lessons from Grenfell just have not been learned?
Yes, I'm very surprised. I think that it is very sad that sometimes, we do need to have incident, such a disaster incident, to instill change. But again, whatever things that we can learn today, we hope that we can prevent it in the future so that it will not happen again.